Twinkle's brave adventure to find Sunny high above the world in a twinkling sky, where the moon glowed like a big silver coin and stars sparkled like tiny diamonds, lived a little star named Twinkle. She was the smallest star of all, so tiny that the bigger stars often didn't notice her light. But Twinkle had a huge heart and a giant dream. She wanted to shine brighter than anyone and help someone on Earth. Every night, she looked down at the world below, where children laughed, animals played, and houses glowed with warm lights. "I want to make someone happy," Twinkle whispered, her light flickering with hope. One chilly night, when the sky was clear and the stars shone brightly, Twinkle heard a sad voice from Earth. It was a boy named Tom, sitting by his window, saying, "My turtle, Sunny, is lost. I wish I could find him." Twinkle's heart glowed like a warm candle. "This is my chance," she thought. But how could a tiny star help a boy so far away? She decided to be brave and go on a grand adventure. Twinkle took a deep breath, wished for courage, and leaped from the sky, falling like a glittery snowflake. Down she went, past fluffy clouds, chirping birds, and glowing streetlights, until she landed softly in Tom's backyard. The world was so big and strange. Tall trees swayed, flowers danced in the breeze, and crickets sang loud songs. Twinkle felt a bit scared, but she thought of Tom's sad voice and puffed up her light. "I can do this," she said, and she began her search for Sunny. First, she floated to the garden, where daisies and sunflowers stood tall. "Have you seen a turtle named Sunny?" she asked, her light bouncing on their petals. The flowers shook their heads. "No, but try the old oak tree. The owl there is very wise," they said. Twinkle zoomed to the oak tree, where a big owl blinked his shiny eyes. "A turtle," hooted the owl. "Check the pond in the meadow. Turtles love water." Twinkle thanked the owl and hurried to the meadow, her light glowing like a tiny lantern. At the pond, she saw ripples in the water and heard a soft splash. There, behind a big lily pad, was Sunny, a small turtle with a shiny green shell and curious eyes. "Sunny!" Twinkle cheered, shining so brightly that Sunny poked his head out. But Sunny was stuck in some tall grass, and Twinkle was too small to free him. "Don't worry," she told Sunny. "I'll get Tom." She raced back to Tom's house, her light flashing like a firefly. Tom was still at his window, his eyes wet with tears. Twinkle danced in front of him, twinkling as brightly as she could. Tom gasped, "A star! Are you here for Sunny?" Twinkle bobbed up and down, leading Tom outside. She guided him through the dark garden, past the owl's tall tree, and across the meadow to the pond. Sunny splashed happily when he saw Tom, and Tom ran to him, gently untangling the grass and picking him up. "Sunny, you're safe." Tom laughed as Sunny stretched his neck. "Thank you, little star," Tom said, his smile brighter than the moon. Twinkle felt warm and proud, but she wanted to make sure Tom and Sunny got home safely. She floated above them, lighting their path like a tiny street lamp. On the way, a curious frog hopped out from a bush. "Who are you, shiny star?" it croaked. "I'm Twinkle, and I'm helping my friends," she replied, glowing happily. The frog clapped its webbed feet and hopped away to tell its friends. A friendly squirrel by the pond chattered, "You're so kind, star. Visit us again." Twinkle giggled and promised she would. When Tom and Sunny reached home, Tom's mom ran out, her eyes wide with joy. "Tom, you found Sunny," she cried, hugging them both. Tom whispered, "The star helped me." Twinkle's light grew stronger, and she knew it was time to return to the sky. She floated up, past the clouds and back to her place among the stars. The other stars cheered, "Twinkle, you're so brave." Even the biggest stars noticed her now, and they twinkled with pride. From that night on, Twinkle shone brighter than ever, her light bold and beautiful. Every evening, Tom looked up at her, waving from his window, and Sunny blinked slowly, happy in his tank. Twinkle learned that even the smallest star could do big things, and she twinkled with joy, knowing she had friends on Earth who loved her. Sometimes, when the night was quiet, Twinkle whispered to the sky, "I'll always shine for you," and her light sparkled like a promise, filling the world with hope and warmth.